F1 is next week, and the Discovery Children's Museum has a fun way for kids to get involved. They can actually build their own paper cars, and they look so cool. Can we see that? It's so cool. I love it. So right now, I know I kind of jumped the gun a little bit. I'm sorry. Right now we have Caitlin Shea, who's the VP of Development for the museum, and we also have Gordy Driver, who is a makerspace educator, to tell us all about this event. So thank you guys for being here.
Thank you for having us.
So, okay, so the car is really cool. This is the kind of thing I would have loved as a kid. But before we get to that, tell us about Discovery Children's Museum and what you guys do.
Yes, the museum has been in town for 34 years, serving children and families. We see about 260,000 children and families annually, and everything in our museum is completely devoted to the inspiration and hands-on learning for children. And so we know when kids are having fun, they learn more, and that's our aim, is to make sure that they are learning every day.
Love that. All right, so what is going on for F1?
So we're celebrating F1, or having a day devoted to it, by having multiple STEM-based activities across the entire museum. Every guest that comes into the museum, while supplies last, of course, will be provided a paper car just like the one you see right here. They'll be able to craft it, and then they will actually be able to test it on a 50-foot track that we're hosting in our Discovery Hall. We'll be teaching kids all about sorts of cool pressure-based activities with air pressure, and having cars be driven along by balloons. We'll be having kids be able to design their own housing for those models as well. And we'll be talking about a lot of stuff and a lot of science that we talk about when it comes to racing and it comes to F1 as well. So
wonderful. Okay, so walk me through this. So when I walk in to the Discovery Children's Museum, is it I get a flat piece of paper and it becomes this, or how does that work?
Yeah, so it's a flat piece of paper that is got instructions on it that tell you how to make the car. There's also a straw that's included with it, and then when you bring it to the track itself, it will include a string of sorts that will guide it along the way. It's kind of like a drag race, as it were. So it goes from point A to point B, and then those cars will be launched, I believe, by a CO2 canister that's sent off to the other direction. Nice. And then it ends up and just shows kids on cool scientific principles at work with something basic as just paper and plastic.
Love that. And I assume that you can customize it to your liking.
Please,
okay,
yeah.
That's the important part there. All right, so how does F1 in school actually work with the museum?
Yeah, so we were actually introduced to F1 schools North America last year when they were out here for the race, the inaugural race. And, you know, we just felt like it was a perfect synergy of learning the STEAM principles and really tying in something that is now really kind of deeply embedded in sports in our community. We want kids to dream big about the jobs that they could have. They could be the race car driver, they could be the designer of the gorgeous outside of the car, but really just giving kids the opportunity to understand more about the sports and the things going on around them.
I love that. And why are activities like this so important for our kids to get involved with?
They're important because, you know, especially nowadays, a lot of kids find STEAM activities or science and technology to be a very daunting subject to approach. But we at the Discovery Children's Museum really take initiative in trying to make that something easy and approachable to come towards. STEM is something that's very important for our society, but it's also something that can be very, very fun and engaging if they just put their hands right in. So they have a lot of fun with it. So we encourage that so kids don't have to be afraid. They don't have to think of this as some daunting measure. That's something that's really approachable and really fun. We really hope that we can provide that experience for them.
Well, all right then. When is this happening? How can people get tickets? All that good stuff.
Yeah, so next Saturday, you can join us at the museum from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Activities will be going on throughout the day, throughout the entire museum. And if you want tickets, we would love for you to visit our website, discoverykidslv.org.
Okay, simple enough. So again, that's happening next Saturday at the Discovery Children's Museum. Any age limitations? How does that work? Who's eligible?
You know, there's something for everyone, we like to say. So we serve children birth to 13. So I would say any child coming in will find an activity I think that they can do and enjoy. The constructing the cars might be for a little bit of an older child, along with mom and dad. You know, we encourage parents to come and learn alongside their child. We feel that that is the most priceless way for learning to really kind of take flight and be accessible beyond the four walls of the museum.
Okay, me being 30, I'm not
Come
eligible.
on down, girl.
Okay. All right.
We cater to the adults as much as we do to the kids.
We love to hear that. All right, Caitlin, Gordy, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back.
Same procedure, higher price, while your medical bills could soon go up, and bringing blind soccer to the world.